So welcome to our third installment of our 15-minute lunch break series, or our third installment of this kind of mini series within our 15-minute lunch break series, elevating videos for social media. I'm Mariana. I'm a digital marketing associate at First Name, and I am excited to share just a few more kind of quick, easy tips on how to capture viewers' attention and most importantly, keep it. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to gain some stopping power in our videos. So um, the way that we're going to do that is we just want to make sure that whatever message our video has, it's being heard loud and clear. It's being understood, and we're sure that our audiences are grasping what we're trying to tell them. And so the first thing to do that is we want to keep our videos short and sweet. Ideally, we want to keep them 60 seconds or less, because 5% of people stop watching a video after 1 minute. And 60% of people will stop watching a video after 2 minutes. So what I mean by that is we want to make sure that people watch our video through the end. If 60% of the people are watching a video over than 2 minutes, that means the shorter the better. That's why I say 60 seconds is a good cutoff mark, because then I know 5% is a small number, but again, we want as many people to keep watching it as possible. And so 60 seconds is a good cutoff to kind of keep our video short. We're making sure that we're getting all the content in, but we're not dragging anything out. And for that, I say the best video length is between 45 and 120 seconds. So about 45 seconds to 2 minutes is what I would say is ideal. I would say for sure don't have anything over 2 minutes if you can help it. But even better if you can have your video under 60 seconds. That's going to help grasp your audience, keep their attention, and hopefully have them watch your video from start to finish, which is what we would like. Another advantage of keeping your video 60 seconds or less or on the shorter side is shorter videos are easier and quicker to finish. I don't know about you, but if I'm watching a video, I oftentimes will stop and look to see how long the video is, if that's something that I want to continue to watch. If it's sometimes over, more than 2 or 3 minutes, I decide within the first 10 seconds that that's not something that I want to continue. If it's 2 minutes or even under 1 minute, then I personally am more likely to continue watching that video till the end. And so shorter videos are easier and quicker to finish. They're also easier to digest. They allow you to kind of condense your information, be able to say what's important, and not drag things out too much. And short videos eat up less data, which makes them great for mobile viewers. You're going to have a smaller likelihood of buffering and things like that, which again are things that are going to make people lose interest in your video. If they have to wait to watch it, they have to be really, really invested to want to watch it. And so negating that need for buffering and stuff like that is going to also allow us to keep viewership throughout the entirety of our video. So eating up less data is another really big advantage of keeping videos short and sweet. The second is the content itself. So we want to start and end with a bang. I know that kind of sounds a little elusive. And so why is that important? Because 45% of people who watch the first 3 seconds of a video will watch at least 30 seconds more. So that first 3 seconds is important to kind of grab their attention. And, the past couple of weeks, we talked about things like thumbnails and titles, and all of those things hopefully are going to grab people to start watching your video. But that first couple of seconds is really important for their likelihood to continue watching your video. And so we want to hook viewers from the start with something that sparks their interest. We want to make our videos seem exciting. And so if you're appearing on screen, if you're having someone else appear on screen, having good energy, making it seem like it's welcoming and authentic, is going to have people kind of be hooked and want to watch more, as well as the content itself. We want to, if you can start with an interesting statistic or number, or if you're talking about something new and exclusive, kind of using that kind of word to bring people in and things like that, is going to help us start with a bang and grasp people's attention. And then we want to end with a call to action. And I know that call to actions aren't always super important, but a call to action is a really good way to end your video with a bang. And a call to action isn't always possible, but if you can have a call to action, I highly, highly recommend it. And so how do we add an effective call to action to a video? The first thing we want to do is avoid jargon. We don't want it to seem like it's too rehearsed. Again, we're trying to really go for that authentic feel, and jargon negates that focus. And so instead we want to focus on the action. So using text or words such as get, try, reserve to encourage the viewer to follow through with what we're asking of them. We want to be very clear about what we're asking of them and focusing on the action of what they need to do. We don't want to leave them with any question marks of what we're asking of them. And so focusing on that action is really, really important to have an effective call to action in a video. If it's possible, adding a sense of urgency. Call to actions like give today, sign up now, things like that. They suggest that the viewer should take action right now, as opposed to losing out on an opportunity. So if you can add a sense of urgency, that's another thing that's going to really help get people to follow through on what we are asking them to do. And then the third thing to really help grab viewers' attention and hopefully keep it as subtitles. And subtitles are just captions displayed at the bottom of a movie or television screen that translate or transcribe the dialogue or narrative. And so subtitles, why do they matter? Why are they important? The first thing is that viewers are watching videos on mute. 85% of YouTube videos are watched without sound. So that means subtitles are really, really important. It's really important to make sure that we have people hearing and what we're talking about, or seeing what we're talking about, because they don't have that sound available for the dialogue. Viewers are watching videos in public spaces, which is part of the reason why so many videos are watched on mute. Public spaces, it can be anything from public transportation to sitting in the dentist's office waiting for your appointment. And when people are watching videos in public spaces, the likelihood of them watching without sound goes up even more. And so again, we want to make sure that we have our message to be able to be understood. Subtitles is a really great way to do that when viewers are watching things without sound. Subtitles help stop the scroll. In social feeds, when I talked about, how native videos begin playing automatically, which is true, but they begin to play without sound as they scroll. And so subtitles help slow that down. If you see a video that's scrolling and just there's a talking head, that doesn't have much stopping power. But if you see it have a talking head and there's captions under and you can see what they're saying, that's going to have a lot more stopping power, since that audio isn't going to be able to do that for us. And then the third thing is accessibility. Accessibility is important for so many things, and this is just another thing that subtitles allow accessibility before. Subtitles make your video more accessible to hearing impaired viewers. Again, it's just, we want our videos to be able to be seen by as many people and understood, and our message to be understood by as many people as possible. And so having subtitles and having that accessibility factor also benefits you, because again, your video is going to be able to be translated to more audiences that wouldn't otherwise have any interest in watching your video, probably because they don't understand what is being said or they can't hear what is being said. Having subtitles in there just opens up your video to a wider range of audiences, which is ultimately our goal. We want as many people to hear, read, understand whatever our message is. And so that accessibility factor is huge, and just giving us a wider range of people that we can tell our message to. And so talking about subtitles, they're really, really important. They're really easy to add on social media platforms. So how to add them on Facebook, you just upload your video like normal. Once your video is uploaded, but it's not yet published, you're going to click select video options, which is just right in that upper left-hand corner. And then you're going to select whether you'd like to auto-generate captions, write them yourself, or upload an SRT file. So you have all of these different options here. And if you select auto-generated captions, you can actually review them before they are added to your video. But Facebook, the fact that they just allow auto-generated captions and that they have that technology is a tool that really should be utilized. because again, you can review them to make sure everything is said correctly, but it's doing all of the transcribing for you, which can be a lot of work. Another option for social media platforms as well is you could just burn them right into your video itself. So they'll always be there. But when you upload them like this with an SRT file, you write them yourself or you have auto generated, it allows them to be kind of selected to be off or on. But when someone is scrolling through Facebook, the captions will automatically be there when they start the scroll. And then if they click on the video and the sound turns on, they'll turn off unless they have their settings set to always having captions on. But again, so having captions on has a huge advantage in stopping that scroll on Facebook. And then adding subtitles on Instagram. And so auto-generated captions are only available for Instagram TV posts. You just go to advanced settings, show captions, and auto-generated captions will be added to your video. And they might, again, it says they might take a few minutes to appear. That's just because they have to use the technology has to get in there and actually do the work. But so if you have a video that's under 60 seconds that you're not putting on Instagram TV or something like that, that is a great time to, in your video software, you would just type in the captions and burn them in yourself. Again, sometimes adding captions is a lot of work, things like that. There are also a lot of video transcribing softwares online. Quite a few of them are free, at least for, a couple of uploads or a certain amount of minutes, things like that, that you could upload your video file or your audio file to, and it would transcribe them for you. And then you could just add them into your video as you please. So these are just a few kind of things to think about when we are thinking about how we want to stop the scroll and how we want to really capture people's attention. And then, beyond that, how we keep their attention. The first thing is we want to keep our video short and sweet. We just want it to be under 60 seconds to make sure that we have that holding power on people, that we're not dragging anything out. I understand that videos sometimes need to be longer than 60 seconds, but that's a really good thing to shoot for. And if you go over a little, that's okay. But if you're shooting for 60 seconds and you go over, that generally means that that's necessary and that you're not just filling in gaps just kind of because. The second thing is we want to start and end with a bang. And so starting with a bang, something that just really jumps out and captures viewers' attention, and ending with a bang, a call to action, or just something fun and energetic and exciting that's going to kind of make people want to watch more or see what else you have in store on your page. And then the third thing is adding subtitles. There's just so many pros to it and so many advantages and no negatives to adding subtitles. So those are the three things that we can do to capture viewers' attention and to keep it. And so again, in Instagram, you just go to that advanced settings, click on show captions, and they'll auto generate for you. And so we are under 15 minutes. Once again, we've done a good job on these. So thank you so much for coming to watch this series, Elevating Videos for Social Media. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We are more than happy to discuss video with you. But thanks again for watching. Bye.